Hello everyone, I am Rachit Poddar, one of the youngest angel investors in the country and a second generation entrepreneur of Ratchet group of companies. I'm also fortunate to be a part of Della Leaders Club, the global strategy and execution committee. Welcome to my DLC talk. Ratchet group of companies is predominantly into textiles manufacturing, wherein we make wide range of fabrics and apparels which we supply to esteemed retailers and wholesalers pan-India. On the venture capital front, we have partnered with companies across the value chain of venture capital, right from incubators, accelerators, investment banking firms to alternative investment funds. Collectively, through our portfolio companies, we've syndicated investments and equities in over 80 plus growth startups across sectors like agritech, fintech, D2C, education technology, SaaS, etc. As a key initiative, I am building Ivy Growth Associates, wherein we partner with early stage and growth stage ventures, help them to grow their business through our network, resources, capabilities, and capital. By education, I have accomplished my executive education in corporate finance from London Business School and my Masters of Science in Entrepreneurship, Innovation and Enterprise Development at University of Westminster, London. As a community-centric person, I'm proud to be a part of esteemed global organizations like Forbes Business Council, Corporate Connections Global, TIE Global, and Della Leaders Club. Talking about my journey, it has been a roller coaster to say the least. From being a rich spoiled brat to being a responsible son, it has been a hell of a ride. I still remember I was not an easy kid to handle because every other day, right from my childhood days to undergrads, college, my parents literally got complaints almost every other day from my teachers. However, my teachers and my parents still believed in me and gave me all the freedom to explore the world. And that's when I think was really unleashing my potential within me, because I got an opportunity to travel extensively to various countries. And when I moved back to Surat right after completing my undergraduation from Bombay, that was the first ever time when I got introduced to personal growth as a concept, because my father had a family mentor who's also one of the leading business coaches and family coaches in India, and he insisted me to go for a personal growth course with him. And when I first went for an introductory session, I really fit in well there. I was like, this is my thing now. And that's when I got deeper into it and I really discovered my passions. I unleashed my potential within me and I got to learn the fundamentals of personal growth, which includes formulation of goals, discovering my passions, my purpose, and all of it. And since then, there was no looking back. Since then, I've gone to do multiple courses at prestigious institutions like University of Oxford, SPJ, IMR, and various other short courses at institutes across the globe. I've traveled extensively to about 24 countries and 100 odd cities, which has given me a different perspective on life altogether. I've got to meet over people from 100 countries. I've learned about diversity, about culture, about food, music, and everything in between. My father has been really a strong supportive system for me. He's sort of my role model who has a very well-balanced life with respect to his family, health, business, community, etc. And that's what I really strive for. My mother, again, has been a very integral part of my journey, wherein she's a beautiful poet and her dedication towards making poetries and discipline around it has really inspired me to do whatever I'm doing today. Throughout the process of evolving as a person in my personal growth and in my career, I think there were a lot of challenges that I had to face and a lot of failures that obviously come along with it, right? One of the key challenges being coming from a city like Surat, which is a very traditional business city and has no exposure to venture capital ecosystem, it was very difficult for us to create awareness around asset class like venture capital. Now that I look back at my journey in the past couple of years, I have seen over 300 new investors emerge out of a city like Surat, which is a significant achievement for all of us. And also when I first started out, a lot of my family members, a lot of my friends criticized me for not taking a plunge and go to my family business because I already had an established family business. And I sort of thought to myself that why not leverage the existing family business platform to grow that into a 100x business? And that's when I really just motivated myself and to stay on what I was doing. As an entrepreneur, over the past few years, I've developed certain frameworks and mental models for myself that help me strive in my career. One being humility. From my father, I've always learned no matter how successful you get, you should always be humble to people around you because there are thousands and thousands of people looking up to you. Second, community and collaboration. If you actually look at today's time, community is at the core of everything that you do. So having a stronger purpose to contribute back to the community and collaborating with a community on a broader level is something which is the need of ER. Learning, no matter how old you get, you always need to keep learning and constantly upgrade your skills, your soft skills, your models, etc. Where I still remember while I was going back to London Business School, there were people alongside with me who were 55-year-old and still came to university to learn new skills and new courses. The mindset of abundance and gratitude. I think the more gratitude you express towards the people around you, things around you, the places that you visit, the more abundance of energy and the more abundance of positivity you attract in your life. One of the most underrated things of personal trait is loving yourself, which is never talked about. I think, being content with yourself, just loving yourself unconditionally is something that you really need to strive for, because I think that will really elevate your belief system to next level and help you conquer anything that you strive for. You really need to be a go-getter. Something that I really I have implemented since my early days. No matter, don't ever think about the right decision or the wrong decision. Just take that decision. As a human, we're bound to think that we want to do everything independently. Rather, if you look at the world, we're all interdependent on each other. And that's what really gives you the freedom to work anytime, anywhere, and just create new ideas, something meaningful. Another mindset trait that I would like to focus on is experimentation. Because as a young leader, nowadays you have thousands and thousands of opportunities that you can work on. So experimentation in early days is crucial so that you actually discover what you're meant for. Coming down to fears. As a person, I think we all have a fear of something or the other in life. Like for me, I think the fear of public speaking was very high, but here I am to conquer my fear. So I think it is very effective and essential for all of us as humans to conquer our fears and just face it. One of the most integral parts of living as a human is building relationships, which help you strive in your career. I think our entire objective of connecting with like-minded people should be building long-lasting relationships, which can create value in your long-term career journey. Another turning point in my life was flying to London. One night I remember while I was driving back with my father from a party, he strongly insisted that why don't you go to London for your master's? And that's when I took a plunge of faith and I went on to do my master's in London. And that was really the turning point in my life, because I really got an exposure to the venture capital ecosystem, because I attended dozens of conferences around startups, technology, finance, investments, etc. And some of the things that really I learned from London was being people-centric, because venture capital as an industry is a very people-centric industry, because you need to constantly deal with suppliers, portfolio companies, investors, etc. So one of my favorite quotes around that is, people is business, not money. And if you can inculcate that in your life, I think you're just gonna grow exponentially. One of the things that I don't believe in is competition, because everybody is unique in their own ways and can build a niche around themselves. So I think rather than treating your competitors as competitors, you should be treating them as collaborators. Coming on to positive energy. I think we as humans should attract ourselves with like-minded and positive people around us, because as humans, we're bound to make mistakes literally every day. And it is your surrounding of people who really help you and create a better learning process for you. Coming on to dreaming. I think dreaming is something still underrated. People sort of still tend to underrate themselves, what they can do in the long run. So I think dreaming exponentially beyond your imagination is something that has really been a key for me. And all in all, I think ultimate fulfillment of your journey is going to come from the people that you live with, the memories that you make, rather than just making money. So the entire focus should not be making money, but it should be living experiences with people around you. One of the biggest achievements of my life was to organize India's one of the largest startup summits in Surat. It was attended by over 8,000 global participants across from 5 countries and 20 plus cities pan-India. Indian startup ecosystem is growing exponentially with huge numbers. We're now the 3rd largest startup ecosystem in the world, with over 100 unicorns, 60,000 plus registered startups, and with over $50 billion of investment in the past couple of years. PM Narendra Modi firmly believes startups are going to be the backbone of the new India and the $5 trillion economy. Why is it the right time to be a part of Indian growth trajectory? Because the ease of business is at an all-time high. There's global capital available at your disposal. There's opportunities across the world. The government is taking various initiatives to support small and medium enterprises. And internet penetration because of Geo obviously is at an all-time high again. And India as a country is massively populated. So there are dozens and dozens of problems that entrepreneurs can come up with. There are sectors like agriculture, which controls majority of our GDP. There is education, there is finance, there is health, insurance. There's just thousands of sectors that people can explore, which can actually touch billions of lives. And to support that, government and the ecosystem as a whole have come up with various incubators, accelerators, and support systems that would enable entrepreneurs to create something meaningful, substantial, and impactful. To conclude, entrepreneurship is a journey, not a destination. Hence, it is very important as a person, you balance your life in all aspects of your life, like your health, your family, your friends, your community, your business, and your hobbies. Thus, just celebrate life, live extraordinary experiences, meet new people, and indulge into something meaningful. I think this has been my roller coaster ride, and thank you for taking out the time to listen to my ride. And I would like to thank DLC for giving me this platform to share my story with young entrepreneurs across the globe. Thank you so much.